Welcome back in, gang. I got something different for you today. Guess what it is? We're gonna jump in and discuss the top 5 breeds that don't shed or smell. And something with this video that's gonna be different than all the others. If you stick around to the end, I'm gonna give you guys one heck of a tip that will help with any odors within any breeds. So stay tuned. All right, here we go. Coming in at number 5 is the Schnauzer. You got Schnauzer fans out there? You got the mini, the standard, the giant. If you're a Schnauzer fan, drop it in the comments. Let me know, let me hear your feedback. Are there very minimal shedding, very low odor? They don't have a lot of oils to them. And like I said, the shedding is very minimal, if any. So that's why Schnauzers are a very popular breed. Now with the mini and the standard, more popular. When you get into the giant Schnauzer, they start getting into like protection work. So this is a fantastic breed, and I'm glad I threw it on this list to kind of bring some awareness about, you know, if you're looking for that type breed that's very low odor, this is a fantastic number right here. That's number 5, the Schnauzer. Coming in at number 4, no shedding or low shedding, no stink, no smell. First small breed, you got your Maltese. Maltese are very popular as well. It's going to contribute just the same, but these Maltese, it's the same thing. It basically goes back to the breeds that they don't produce extra oils. You know, overall, like I said, stick around to the end. I'm going to give you a tip that's going to help all these breeds. But for the most part, it's, you know, some breeds are oilier than others. A lot of times it's those breeds with the very small hairs. A lot of times it's your boxers, your labs. They can get a little, you know, sweaty smelling, and that's exactly what we're talking about here. So Maltese is a fantastic pick for number 4. All right, moving on to the number 3 dog. This is one of my favorite breeds, actually. This is a breed that I've often thought about owning myself. I've trained hundreds, but just never pulled the trigger on purchasing one. I always kind of go back to the Poodle, but very similar here. It's your Portuguese Water Dog. You know, the water-resistant coat, the curly coat, there's no shedding, very minimal odor, if any, and these dogs are in and out of the water all the time, and, you know, as long as they're kept well groomed, phenomenal breed, and you won't even notice that you have a water dog sitting next to you, because you guys, especially you labs, you know, and I talked about it before with the smaller coats, short coats, but a lot of these dogs that get into the water with those short coats, and, you know, they get sweaty out in the sun, you know what I'm talking about, and I'm not, you know, saying there's anything wrong with any of these breeds. I love all dog breeds, but certain ones tend to, you know, sweat a little more, causing a little more odors, whereas others can handle it. And Portuguese Water Dog is fantastic, number 3. All right, coming in at number 2 is your Bichon, or Bichon Frise, however you pronounce it. You guys know what I'm talking about. This is a white dog, the soft curly coat. You know, these are fantastic breeds. These used to be a lot more popular than they are today, but regardless, they rarely shed. They have a light natural oil, so you don't get that odor that comes from them. And this is what people are looking for in a companion dog, right? Pick them up, very easy to take care of. All you got to do is manage the grooming, and you're good to go with this number 2 Bichon. Any Bichon owners out there? Let me see your feedback in the comments. I'm moving on to number 1. Anyone want to take a guess what it is? What breed? It can't be that hard to figure out. If you follow me at all, I haven't mentioned it in the top 4. Number 1's got to be the Poodle. Again, this is why everyone's breeding to this breed. It's because of what it offers. The no shedding, the no odors. This is what people want in their dogs these days. Trust me, I've been in a household, my household, that used to have 6 Shepherds in it and Malinois, and you talk about dog hair galore, it was everywhere. And we just learn to deal with it, even though vacuum daily, that kind of thing. But this is what you want. I mean, if you're looking for a companion and you have a family and it's not, you don't have 24/7 to give to the dog, you know, get one of these breeds. You know, they don't shed. They offer very low odors, if any, and no one even knows there's a dog present if they're trained. And that's what we should all be shooting. All right, I promised you guys, if you stuck around, I was going to give you a tip that will work with any odor for any dog within any breed. And you know what that tip is? Better quality food. Nutrition. Nutrition plays a key role into everything. Behavior. If you're smelling, you know, believe it or not, if you get on the highest quality food that you can find, and it's going to cost a little bit more, yes, but if you get on the highest quality food you can find, you'll see odors pretty much be eliminated, even in their stool, their breath, the things that we're used to. Oh, no, that's because that's what you're putting in the dog. And I promise you, if a bag of Benefits at a grocery store compared to a good raw diet, completely different odors. So that's my tip. If you're struggling with odors from your dog, See what you're putting in. Sure, there's going to be breeds that automatically are easier to take care of and some are oilier skins and whatnot, but your nutrition matters. I promise you that. All right, guys, like always, I hope you love this list. There's a pinned comment below. In that comment, there's a link. Click that link. It's going to take you to my Dream Dog headquarters. At that Dream Dog headquarters, you could take a free canine personality quiz. You could receive a free training blueprint customized for your dog. Click that link, and I'll see you over there.